What'd you think about it?
Um, I still think 1 and 4 were my favorite, and this one sort of fell into not part 3 because part
Fuck
3
no.
was trash. Part 3 was trash.
Terrible.
This one felt like part 2.
Okay. So what we did in preparation for Scream 5 is we went through all 4 Scream movies. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right before we went to go see this shit.
1, incredible. 2, not as good, but you know, it was all right. 3, dog shit. Cat shit, horse shit, dumpster shit,
Bullshit.
asteroid shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing with that. 4 brought it back and gave Scream 1 vibes and really like focused up and embraced the brutality, and it was crazy. Say what you want about the story, like yeah, they're extending shit, and it, you know, it's gonna happen, but it's a horror film, and I let that go. You know what I mean? Like the connections and all of that. Some things are gonna be far fetched, but you know, it's not a real story. It's grounded in reality, but you know, they take liberties and whatever like that. So you know, that it's fine to me. That's it is what it is. Ultimately,
you can make 20 different movies of the same movie.
Yeah,
and I'll enjoy all 20 if you make it good each
if
and every
if
time.
it's done well, it's all about the execution.
Yeah, execution.
It's all about the execution. I mean, it's not a story that's out for winning awards and Oscars and shit like that. It's about brutality. It's a horror film. It's a slasher in its purest form and shit like that. Also, kind of meta, you know, self-aware in a sense, and poking fun at itself, all while delivering some, you know, brutal kills and shit like that. That's what the thing was. So we ran through all 4 in preparation for this. We went to go see Scream 5. And ultimately, I was entertained because the brutality was there from the beginning of the movie. Like, what I like, and they started doing that in Scream 4, is the killer became a cocky asshole. Like who the fuck are you talking to, like that bitch? Like, I will cut your fucking eye. Like, just wild the fuck. Like, before it was like, you know, just taunting them, shit like that. Now he just antagonizing them and going back and forth with raising his voice, like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm in control. Like, that type of shit, shutting you down, like, you know, on some aggressive shit, which kind of throws you off, like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Like, that type of shit.
It kind of picked it up for me.
Yeah.
In a way where he got, you know, you have individuals who keep answering the fucking phone, and you're like, why are you answering the phone? But then you get happy that they answer because the killer is telling, the killer tells you, shut the fuck up, do what I say, and don't hang up the fucking phone. He got
ignorant. Got ignorant. And that's what you go see Scream 4. Now, not Scream 4, but Scream 4. You know what I'm trying to say. But like the passage of time between 4 and 5. 4 came out in 2011. We're in 2022 now. So now we got 5. So it's a long time, and they embrace that shit. Motherfuckers are older. I'm glad that, you know, the original niggas came back, and it's good to see them again. Some motherfuckers didn't age at all. Some aged a little bit, you know what I mean? But ultimately, they all look good. You know what I mean? Everybody looked better than they did in part 3. That's Jesus Christ. I don't know what happened there.
Part 3 was just like, I need you to look bad for this part.
God damn. Like, hitting something with a leaf blower, like, all right, get on set. Like, what the fuck happened? But anyway, you know.
I'm good. Yeah, you can just go the fuck out of here.
I don't get it. But like, it just like the brutality was there from the beginning. Like, motherfuckers were getting stabbed, and like that ankle break that was in the trailer. Like,
yeah,
I was like, God damn, like brutality. So of course we're gonna keep it spoiler free at the beginning, but like the brutality was there, yo. The brutality was there. The story, you know, some parts of it, I'm like, you know.
I think so like while I was in my seat, like throughout the movie, there were like certain areas within the movie where I didn't mind getting up to use the bathroom. Yeah. The movie didn't keep me straight through. Like 4 and 1 had me invested for every minute. Yeah. This one lost me on certain parts, but I also enjoy certain parts.
Yeah, there were some down moments that I didn't really hate. You know what I mean? I don't think I was ever bored, but like I was less entertained than I was for other parts. I'll say that. Right. But ultimately, it wasn't a bad movie though. To me, it was still a good movie.
It wasn't bad. Like, you won't see me go to the homies and say, yo, I watched some fucked up, boring ass, whack ass shit. Because then I'd be exaggerating and I'll be one of those niggas who just wants to hate shit.
Yeah.
This was a movie where this has to be your personal favorite out of the franchise. To me, it wasn't my favorite, but a lot of those kills were like, I can't watch this.
Yeah.
It looked too brutal.
Like, when it came to brutality, this is the craziest it's ever been. Like, just straight. You see shit like, yo, goddamn, oh shit, because it's like now the motherfuckers just doing them quick stabs, like pop, 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 like that type of shit. Like, yo, how the fuck can you escape that shit? Like the kills were on point, yo. I'll say that shit. The kills and the brutality was on point because motherfucker was lightning fast and doing shit that you can't avoid. Like, there's no way around this shit. Like, you're gonna get got some kind of way. Like, you're gonna get stabbed somewhere. Like, you pretty much doing this shit with the knives. It's like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
There wasn't much you can do because the difference in this movie was the killer didn't give you. I mean, Ghostface never really gave you a speech before he stabs you. Like, once he's there to chase you. So he had most of his kills in this movie were quick.
Yeah,
it was like, so fucking quick.
It's on some shit like you have no reaction time, and it started in 4. Yep. It started in 4. It's like, I'm gonna give you 0.5 seconds to do something. You're not going to, but I'm gonna give you that time. Oh, bop. Like, you can't think.
Hello, who's there?
Like, who? Knife in the back of your head. Now you a puppet. Like, what happened?
Answer the phone. How, nigga? How?
That type shit. And that's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
That's scary as fuck. So there were a lot of good things about this movie. I'm gonna wrap up the spoiler-free part, but I'm just gonna say I enjoyed it. If you're a fan of the Scream franchise, I would say go see this joint. I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's not the best one, but it's entertaining and worth a watch.
Yeah,
it's definitely worth a watch for the brutality and seeing the characters come back and, you know, seeing how the world has grown. In that aspect, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So now with that being said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, spoiler time. Yo, rest in peace to my homie Dewey. Like everybody came back. He was the one to get got. He got brutally. A knife in the front, a knife in the back, and ripped up. Like, I was like, oh fuck.
And they made sure they put him down in the most brutal way possible. Yeah. And the way that Dewey got killed, I started to ask myself, is the fucking killer related to Dewey? Did Dewey piss somebody off in his past?
I was like, god damn. Also, Loomis coming back in Visions, that was a great touch. Because it looked like, I don't know whether that was just makeup, because the dude don't look old. Because you see him in Riverdale, he doesn't look old. He looks like a slightly older version of himself, slightly. He aged really well. So I don't know if that was CG mixed with makeup or just makeup, because I think makeup could have pulled that off. Because he still looks young. Like, you have his hair like a different way. But he pretty much looked like he wasn't one. I saw it, I was tripping out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Y'all got a Marvel budget? How y'all do that?
Yo, I gotta be honest with you. I thought they pulled scenes. I thought that he recorded extra scenes. For the future.
That shit was crazy.
That shit was crazy.
That was crazy. Seeing him come back in that fashion, like I thought it was a great touch. Like you didn't see that coming, and you know, like the chick being related to him, that was a nice spin on it. Like everybody was related to the motherfuckers from the original. Like, and that was a good way to do it. And you see the cop from part 4, she came back. She still look exactly the same. Exactly the same. And then her son and they both got. I'm like, god damn. And the way they got, like, that's what I mean about you. He don't give you no reaction time. Because she was running in the house. Motherfucker was behind the bush and just hopped up. Pop.
Yep.
Like, ran into the knife. Like, you have no reaction time. Like, the way this killer is killing, you're going to get killed. You're gonna get killed. How in some movies, like the killer gives a speech or has the knife and just twirling around doing tricks. Like, I'm gonna stab you with this knife. And like,
he didn't give you the joint where he's like, for years I've been waiting to do this.
This knife is very important. It came from my father. And where'd they go? Where's everybody?
There everybody going. No, the nigga came from behind the bushes. He came out with the knife already out.
Like, he just running stab, just like bop. Like, you don't have any reaction time, and that's what I mean by the brutality. There was some crazy fucking kills in this joint, and just the knife did work, yo. The knife did work. So you look at it like that from a slasher perspective, I'm like, it's pretty fucking good. Pretty good.
The fucking intro was good.
Yeah, that ankle break, yo. That was some brutal shit.
Just stepped on her shit.
Just stab. Stab. Like, I'm like, god damn, you angry motherfucker.
Because
holy shit,
yo, the intro was needed because once I didn't see Dimension films, I was kind of
upset. I was disappointed, man. Like that's we just saw 4 movies with that intro.
Right, that intro's like boom, and it's like, you know, you're preparing for
that intro was the best part of 3. The only part of 3 that matters. Like, not seeing the Dimension, I'm like, yo, man, something feels missing, man. Like,
well, they started it off right. There was something about the sound effects when he was knocking on the door and banging.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it like this, but for the girl in the beginning to be so young and for her to be helpless.
That was rough, man.
It was rough to watch.
That was rough.
He destroyed her in that kitchen. She tried to fight, but when he stabbed her to the hand, I almost left.
That was rough, man. And a knife through the hand? Like, that's what I mean by the brutality. Like, the knife did work. The knife is hitting something. Some part of you is going to get hit by the knife. He didn't give a fuck. What part? Like, something's getting hit or cut off or something like that.
Something's getting hit. I'm
like, God damn, man. And I like the way that they embrace technology. Like we're technologically advanced now, based on the first, like you know, that passage of time, technology has advanced. You know, cell phones ain't that fucking big no more, ain't that fucking fat. Like she got the house locks and shit like that. They even was embracing that shit, and it's like, you know, the world is different, so they changed with it.
I will never trust a cell phone with the locks on my house. Because if your phone dies, then what? Then what, nigga?
I mean, we ain't gotta worry about that. You know how much money that shit costs? So, like, that's not our bracket. Like, we're not in that tax bracket. Those are the rich people problems. We don't have those issues. You know what I mean?
Call them problems.
So that's fine. But like, it's just and you know they fully embrace the horror films. And you got the Easter eggs. You know, the dude's called Wes for, you know, Wes Craven.
Wes
Somebody's
Craven,
last name is Carpenter. You know, John Carpenter. And they name dropping all these horror films, Hereditary and Babadook and all that. So it's like, you know what I mean, they're fully aware of what's going on.
I was kind of glad she spoke on the Babadook because I actually enjoyed the Babadook.
Yeah.
Everybody else hated it.
I mean, not everybody. Just like, you know, I just have issues with the ending. But, you know, it's not a bad movie. But, you know, like I like how things came together and seeing everybody come back and them being badasses and all that shit. And
yeah, I forgot. Like, speaking of everybody that came back, please allow me to say her name right this year, Lord. Neve Campbell?
Yeah. It's not a difficult name to say.
No, because I've been saying it wrong for the last 29 years of my life.
Naive.
So, she looked great to me. She looked beautiful.
Neve Campbell aged beautifully. Courtney Cox aged beautifully.
You can tell she looks different because of age, but she still looks great.
Yeah, still look good. Still looks good. Even Dewey, like David Arquette, like, you know, he aged, got a little scruff and all that.
I think if he was to shave that gray hair off this movie, he would look exactly
Yeah. He still got that young face, that young playful face. So yeah, I think it's just the facial hair that made him look a little older. But like, he shaved that shit off, you know what I mean? Put a hat on, like, oh, yo, you ain't aged. So yeah.
Dewey, damn.
It went out like a G. Like, yeah, I mean, had the whole Terminator sequence. Is like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. The elevator closed. You know what I mean? Had the fucking gun reload on some Terminator shit. Stepped through the glass on some Terminator shit. You know what I mean? About to aim. And the only reason why he got is the phone went off. And then, oh, man.
Who the fuck called? Oh, Gail called him. Gail must have called him.
Yeah, that was Gail.
And the killer was like, oh shit, here goes my.
Yeah, had the bulletproof vest on, just sitting there playing the role. And damn. Fuck, man.
The friends in this movie, I loved how, the same as every other one.
Mm-hmm.
There were certain motherfuckers where I was like, you know what? You gotta be the killer. I was only right about one person who was the killer.
Mm.
And I spotted her throughout the whole movie because I smelled jealousy. I smelled this, she just
something seemed off about her.
Yeah.
Something seemed off the way she was acting. But I wasn't sure, because you know how they always try to throw you off. Like, you'd be thinking the whole cast is the killer. Like, there's 20 killers. Like, they were all running around at the same time. Like, you don't fucking know. But, like, this shit was just, like, crazy the way they pulled this shit off.
How did you feel about, Randy having, these were Randy's nephew and niece?
Oh, the twins?
Yeah, the twins. To me, that wasn't forced.
No.
I love, for some reason, I really enjoyed the fact that Randy has a legacy.
Yeah. And like, he's still alive in the movies. Like, you know what I mean? And they're still embracing the rules and all that shit. It's like,
just like him.
Everybody's connected. Everybody is directly connected to the original motherfuckers. And that's exactly how it should be. That is exactly how it should be.
Wintertime Ash.
It was dope seeing Huey in this motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Took a break from the boys, hopped in this joint.
Fuck Huey right now.
I mean, he was doing
Huey.
this thing to the end of the movie where, you know what I mean, he embraced the crazy. You're like, oh, you a bitch made motherfucker, huh? Fuck you, Huey. Got fucked up, though. That motherfucker got fucked up. Like, what about my ending? He said, fuck your ending. I just felt a little bad for him then. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. But you deserve it.
He deserved it, though.
Yeah.
And Loomis's daughter, I really love how her story went. The only thing I wanted, and I know people don't care about this shit, but your mom didn't try to fly back ASAP? Like, did you not get a chance to tell your mom your little sister got stabbed? And this is when you start thinking too far.
I mean, no, that she knew. Like, she called the daughter. She talked to her in the hospital.
I know, but it's like, she didn't even try to fly back. I wanted the mom to show up because for some reason, I thought the mom was the killer for half of the movie. And don't ask me why. I thought the mom or the dad that left their lives was the killer because he's been mad this whole fucking time. Like, bitch, get beat by somebody else. All right, cool. I got y'all. Give me 10 years. Watch this.
But the way they explain the story, the whole connection with Loomis and all that was pretty dope. I kind of like, I don't know why, but I like the fact that Loomis is kind of the one that helped her through the situation and kind of like empowered her to survive. It's weird, but that part felt good. Like, he gave her the nod of approval. Like, yeah, you got this shit. I'm like, damn, that, you know, I didn't know that I would want that. Like, it felt weird, but I'm like, I accepted it. I'm like, okay, all right. He had the blaze shirt on and everything, still helping her do it.
I think it felt weird, but it felt good because, like I said, we just watched Scream 1.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Dewey's death hurt because we just watched Dewey in 4 movies straight.
Right.
So it's like we grew with the nigga.
Right.
Loomis helping her, you're looking like, hold up, nigga, I don't fuck with you, but I fuck with you right now.
Yeah, it's like you the original crazy nigga.
The original
and
crazy nigga.
For you to come back and actually kind of do good in a way, but I mean, his version of good, like embrace your inner killer or whatever like that, but just survive, motherfucker, survive. Like that was cool. It was cool to see that. Ultimately, I enjoyed the movie. Like, if I were to rank all these movies, I would say 1, 4, 5, 2, 3. I would say that in that order.
Don't even put 3 on the list.
I mean, it has to be on. It's at the bottom. It's at the very bottom. Like, if I could exclude it, I would, because it's dumpster shit. But you know, what I mean, it's at the bottom of the list. But it goes in that order. 1 and 4 to me are always going to be the best ones, because 4 brought it back. 4, they saw how bad they fucked up in 3. Like, oh, okay, we got to fix this shit, and they fixed it, and it was good. You know what I mean?
I think
that shit was good.
And I still think that Dimension Films played a huge part in the darkness of. So when you look at 1 and 4. The imagery was different as well. Like, the homes were darker. The scenes were darker. Yeah. Not talking about what they did during the scenes, but the image that you see on screen was darker.
Yeah.
3 was complete stupid dog shit.
It was bright. It was bubbly, damn near, and
like, 2 was kind of like, all right, this is the sequel. We hope y'all like it. They realized it wasn't what everybody wanted, but today's version of Scream was like, okay, we're gonna give you 1, 4, and then our own. They mixed everything well. I just felt like certain scenes could have gave me more darkness. Yeah.
But I mean, I think it makes up for that in the brutality. Like, it wasn't as dark visually, but like the knife did work.
Remember this shit?
Yeah, the knife did work, yo. The knife did more work in 5 than it did in all the other ones. Right. So in terms of brutality, if you were to rate it just on brutality,
it's a 10.
5 is the best one. 5 is the best one easily, because they said we're killing everybody. Fuck it, we don't give a fuck. The knife is going to do work.
Do you remember every single kill?
No, not every. How would I? Fuck no.
I remember. So even the kills that didn't require a knife, when Shorty snapped at the end and she revealed that she was the killer, she shot the girl directly in front of everybody while they were in the room. She's like, "Well, look, it's me, motherfuckers." And I was like, "All right, cool." The brutality in this movie was more so not over the top, but I was overwhelmed. I was
just aggressive brutality, like aggressive. Even when a knife was doing work, like it was just so aggressive. You're like, oh shit, oh, like you felt that anxiety, like oh, like, you know what I mean, like you were in the room with him or something like that, and it did work on that. Like, it's not the best Scream, but it's the most brutal. And we're talking about Screams where like the first one, guts were hanging out. Yeah. This one was more brutal than that. Like, they outdid that shit. So brutality wise, best one. But you know, in overarching terms, like in aspects, it's number 3 for me. 1 and 4 are the best ones, and then, you know, number 3 is it belongs to Scream 5, because it was great. It was entertaining. I was entertained the whole time. Like, it wasn't a perfect movie, of course, but it's a worthy sequel. I would say that.
No, it was really you know how I am with horror movies. Like, it's either I like it or I don't. I liked it. I think something that really pulled me in was the drive towards the house. Yeah. And the house that they used, which was Stu's house.
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, it's the original party house. That's like, so it was kind of
nostalgic.
You know what I mean? Return to form, but going right back, and that's where the crazy shit happens. So, you know, they knew what they were doing.
Then they gave Gail and Cindy, they had their one-liners.
Mhm.
And you can tell they're older. So
Yeah, it's like we've been through this shit. So bop, 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 bop. You know what I mean? And they were still getting fucked up too. So they weren't even invincible, which is like, yeah, okay. I thought they were gonna be Terminators walking in that shit. Like, nah,
No,
bop, y'all get shot too.
When Cindy got stabbed, I said, not again. When Gail got shot, not again.
You call it Cindy?
Spot. Huh?
Do you call it Cindy?
Yeah.
Sydney.
Sydney's
Scary movie syndrome. I'm telling you, man.
Sydney.
You gotta separate that.
When Gail got shot in the same spot she got shot in 4, was it? She got shot in 2,
Yeah.
and then she got stabbed in 4.
Yeah.
Then in 5, she got shot in the same spot. And they really let you know, like, these motherfuckers can die as well. Don't get it fucked up. You saw what happened to Dewey.
Yeah. I was a little worried. A part of me thought, like, damn, are they gonna kill all of them off? Like, I didn't know.
You know, I wouldn't have been disappointed.
I would.
Because it would have hurt. But honestly, if you're watching the franchise trying to grow, if they kill all of them, it shows.
That's disrespectful.
You think it's disrespectful?
Yeah, you don't survive all these movies and then they wipe the slate clean. Like, nah, man. Ain't nobody want to see that.
She screamed like this. Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You don't do that. They got the fucking the Freddy shirt on. Like nigga in one just mopping the floor. Like, yeah, okay. Fuck all this shit. Kill all them. Like, nah.
What the fuck?
Nah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, ultimately, like, I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. And yeah, I thought it was cool. It's number 3 on my list of screams, and I'm actually glad that we ran through all the movies in preparation for this, because like it built the emotional attachment to the characters. Like we were directly connected to the characters because we just seen all of them grow. You know what I mean? We watched years worth of these movies in 2 days.
And it's great how everything falls into place.
Yeah. So you get the connections and everything that they're doing and all that, and they they got the shout to Wes Craven, the OG, at the end. Rest in peace to the homie right there. You made some great movies. You know what I mean? But like, I'd say it's a worthy sequel. It's not perfect, but it's enjoyable. It's worthy of Now, I don't. It should most likely end here, because like. Ain't nothing else they can do, really. Like, maybe there's stuff they can do, but like, I think we're good right now.
Yeah, I want it to end.
Yeah, like, because it's gonna feel like y'all doing too much if there's another one. But unless they come up with a good story, who knows? Either way, like, I enjoyed 5. I'm glad it exists. I'm glad that I saw it. It was dope. It was definitely dope.
I'm cool with an ending here, but if you write it well enough, like you said, I'll watch it again. Just write it. But at this point, it's kind of like, well, who's rated to who now? Who else?
The whole bloodline gonna come back in some kind of way. Like, we don't want that. You know what I mean? But if y'all find a way to do it right, then we'll see. Either way, Scream 5 was dope. That shit was definitely dope. Good movie. What? Compromised.
This isn't funny, Amber.
Would you like to play a game, Tara?
Jigsaw? Is he crossing over? Damn! Shit. What's up, bitch?
Doors unlocked.
Damn!
All doors locked.
My man stabbed immediately. He ain't waste no time.